So tonight on the bench, I've got some of these Hornby MHA coalfish wagons. The plan is to make some ballast loads to go in them, so either fresh ballast or spoil ballast. One of the things I'm not too keen on about the off-the-shelf plastic loads that you can buy for these is that they all look very much the same because they all come from the same molds, so they're all identical. Of course, you can paint them or you can stick ballast to them, but they all still look very much the same. A lot of these wagons are loaded by 360 machines at virtual quarries and things like that. So each wagon in real life looks very different to the next. So my plan is to make a load of these. So these are foam inserts which I can then stick ballast to make them look like loads inside the wagons. So I bought one of these foam cutting hot knives. Got this on Amazon, $16.99. It's made in China most probably, but it seems to do the job. So I've made a few already, but I just thought I'd go through the process of what I do to make one. It's very simple really. So I've taken a piece of polystyrene. I've marked out the shape of the inside of the wagon, and then it's basically just a case then of carving through it to get the shape that you want. It does take a bit of practice because the hot knife, though it's only a 3mm blade on it, it does cut about 6mm slot. So you need to allow for the width of the heat around the blade to shrink the foam. But here we go. Okay, so there's the block that's going to fit inside the wagon. What I've been doing for each one is just checking that the first cut is actually quite a nice size to slot in. Yeah, that's pretty close. Pretty close. The length's right, the width's a bit wide. What I'll do now, just give the overall length the right sort of shape I'm looking for. Do get a few fumes coming off this. You might want to use it in a well ventilated area. Okay, so that's the basic shape lengthways. Just carve the shape along the length now. Use the edge of the blade just to smooth out some of the sharper edges on the foam. Test fit inside the wagon. Just needs the edges bringing in slightly to get a good fit. Okay, so that slots down very nicely inside the wagon there. So you can imagine get some sort of end gauge, but this is a double O gauge wagon, but if you get some end gauge ballast, which I prefer to use because it looks more realistic size, and get that glued down onto there, that should look quite nice. So I'll do a follow-up video once I've painted the inside of the wagons. I'll do a rust effect on the inside before I stick the polystyrene in, and then I'll do a PVA mix to seal the ballast down. I'll do another video once I've got a bit further along. I've got about a dozen of these to do, and I've got some MFA wagons, which are the slightly smaller ones, to go with them. Just before I finish on this is an HEA, which is I think it's a Bachmann one. This one, I've done a load to go inside that. So it's a first attempt. It's not perfect, but it's not too bad. Again, I've got a number of these upstairs in a rake, which have got the plastic inserts. You can buy in packs of 10. They look okay, but I think the ones that have got a slightly more original look to each one is slightly nicer. I might smooth out some of the curves on the top of this one before I put the coal effect on it, but that's looking quite good. I'm quite happy with that.